Hey everyone, I'm going to show you how to build a small, medium, and tall bush for today's Lego brick tutorial. Let's start with our trunk assembly with a 1x1 brick. I'm going to set down a little 1x1 stud flower right on top of the 1x1 brick, and I'm going to take a brick with 4 studs on the sides, place that right on top of the stud flower. Let's make 8 of these. For the leaf assembly, let's take a 6-limb branch and 6 stud flowers. We're going to place the stud flowers onto the limbs. Now you can use any color of stud flower you wish, depends on the type of bush you're building. Once we get all these put on there, we're going to need to do this 35 times. So yes, you'll have to make 35 of these leaf assemblies for the tutorial. Let's take our trunk assembly. We're going to start placing some of the branches on. Now when you're placing the branches, the first one's real easy, but the second one you may have to swing it in a bit. So just lock all that together. Just kind of swing it around, everything looks pretty full. And then we're going to proceed on with the back side. Stick that one in there and just rotate it. They kind of go together like a little puzzle. Stick this one in here, like so. Now we got the top part we got to worry about. This is where things get a bit tricky. We're going to have to stick that in that little tube. So sometimes you may have to rotate this around a bit till you find a good spot and it just snaps right in place. Now we can set this right on a base plate for a small bush. If the small bush is not tall enough, we can make an extension. So let's take another trunk assembly. I'm going to take 4 of my branch assemblies and I'm going to set these on like so. It's just like the small bush, except we're going to leave the top branch out. Sure everything is wiggled into place. We have something like that. We're going to take our small bush and we're going to set this right on that stud on the top. Just like with the branches, you're going to have to rotate and twist things together till it looks like that. Put that on a base plate. Makes a nice interesting bush. Now if you like to have a taller bush, you can make several of these. We're going to place this first one on a base plate, and then we're just going to add multiples of the middle section in. Now sometimes this stud is a bit hard to see, so make sure you're doing this in a well-lit area. Just stick those down in there and rotate them in. It gets pretty squeaky after a while. So here's our little bush. Let's set this on the top, crown off our large bush. There we go. It looks like a very weird looking tall tree. We can set the other ones right next to it. This will make a great outdoor accessory for any build. Here we have Jay the Surfer, as you can see. This one here is about 3 minifigures tall. It makes a nice foliage arrangement.